Alright guys, so there are people near me. That's why I'm not gonna be loud. Gonna venture to oh fuck. Gonna venture inside here. So this is me, Keldron. Last episode we procured the Lightsaber specimen. Ugh. Oh shit, god, I got something in my eye now. Holy fuck. So from the last episode this year, usually goes into the shadows or something. Now, I recommend you get some kind of carving knife. It doesn't need to be a carbon steel like mine, but so like any cheap carving knife will do here at this point. Don't mind this. This is actually pretty smooth. I got some rust on here, and I cleaned it off, and this is the kind of shadowing that appears on that. It's pretty smooth though, so it shouldn't impair the cutting quality. I also oiled it a bit, some biodegradable oil, so they didn't have anything else. Now, first thing we got to do is mark out where's the hilt and where's the saber start, because we're going to trim off everything that like this kind of stuff here. Wait, this kind of stuff, you know, until we get to the lower layer to make that appear as if was the saber and the hilt. I would usually recommend you look how much space you'll need for your hands. Wait a moment, gotta put my shit away. I'd usually recommend like about 3 to 4 hands in case you're doing a double hilt, like a saber like with both hands. All right. Don't worry, it will be a little more flexible from my experience. Most woods at least will be a bit more flexible when you cut them fresh. If you store the stuff though later on, like a few days and onwards, it starts getting more dried up and also lighter and less flexible. It might also increase the risk of it breaking, but as long as you're careful, or like not too you know, punching everything with it, then it'll be fine. So as I said, about like 1, 2, 3 hands for a double-handed sword. All right, so we'll be taking this as our measurement, that there the saber here on onwards will begin, and this remains the hilt. All right, so wait a second. All right, so depending on the type of wood you have, you might have a, can you see that? It's a bit I think yeah, there's like a little bit of liquid or a bit oily under the skin of the branch. I don't know the word for that. This is fine. It'll dry up. It might actually help let your blade glide. So you're just shaving off basically what I would call the skin of the the branch here. I'm gonna do that real quick, or like at least rudimentary for now, and then show you the results of that, what I mean. So I roughly now sketched out what's the hilt and what's the lightsaber. Don't worry about the front part. I might actually cut it off, dependent. Hold the saber against yourself and look how tall it is. You have to, like, depending on where you're swinging this, and if you're swinging this outside, you might need a very, very short one. You need to be very, very careful. If you're outside, it doesn't really matter much. The weight might depend, like, might be a factor though, depending on how small or big you are, or how strong or trained. I don't fucking know. All right. I'm probably gonna cut off the front end there because there's a big freaking stump-like thing that I can't seem to get rid of. That there, right in the focus the fucking thing. God. After that, we might also have to focus on this here, because we might actually round this off. like by doing the saber, not the saber, the knife. God dang it! The knife, and just weep until that's all. All right, bro. Stop making this noise. I hope you won't hear it as much on camera. So you know that this bit rounded off. It's a bit better also when you're like using it as a non-fighting and just like a Yoda fucking a fucking walking stick it is. And wait a moment, I'll get this done. All right, so the stuff I wanted gone is gone now. It looks pretty cool, honestly. I mean, this is just to show you guys how it's basically how I usually do it. All right, it's not the best stick. I didn't manage to find one that was like perfectly straight either, but it's fine. All right, it's just to show you guys the principle of how I do this, the basics. My camera focus is a bit fucky though today. We'll focus on this now to make it a bit rounder. Oh, sorry, wait a second. So now we're gonna be taking our knife, and wait, let me lay here. We're gonna do like what around the entire thing until it's a bit dome-like. All right, and we're gonna cut this off too because it's a noisy piece of fuck shit. So yeah. Okay, with basically in a few cuts, it was pretty easy. This one was actually very easy to saw off and to do, honestly. This was one of the easiest I've done so far. Notice that though there's different types of wood, so some woods may be more stubborn, some may be a bit more, may require a bit more force, or some may require a bit more refinement. Some are easier to break and to cut off. It also depends on how strong the tree skin is stuck to the actual wood under it. So yeah, you might have dependent mileage. Same fucking bicycle driver again. Fucking hell. God, fuck off. So you might have dependent mileage. Oh fuck, yeah, something like this can be peeled off very easily, so I recommend trying to do it with a knife, delicately, or trying to delicately get it off there. So there's some woods I've worked with that were extremely stubborn. Some are also heavier, some are more flexible. There's different types of wood, so you can try to check that before you cut out the branch. This one I noticed was very flexible, but I kind of have worked with this type of wood before. It's one of my, I think this was the same wood as one of the first ones the first stick sabers I did. That concludes it for this episode. I might switch my hand and try to do some tricks with it. I don't know. I have never looked up any tricks or anything, but yeah. Oops, sorry. It's a bit hard doing this while keeping both the camera on track, but you can't really see it. I'm sorry about this. But you can do like a lot of stuff with this. So yeah, it's pretty cool. That concludes the stick saber stuff. I might do 1 or 2 more videos, I don't know, depending. We got procuring a specimen and turning specimen into stick saber. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the scenery. Take a fresh breath of air. Touch some grass. And goodbye.